does your future hold for you? What's going to happen in the next 2 months or so when this is uploaded? Probably a month and a half or less. Do you know? You don't. Well, I do. Because I'm reading this website today that's giving us horoscopes for all 12 signs, I think. I'm not a big horoscope person, but I do think that they're fun to look at and see if they're accurate, and to be like, hey, I'm a Pisces, hey, I'm a Leo, hey, I'm a Capricorn, and to sort of be like, hey, you're also a Leo, you're also a Capricorn. That car is a Leo, because it's very loud. So today, we're going to be looking at the November and the December horoscopes, and we're going to see if they're accurate. If the day has already passed, like this says, like on the 4th you should do this, on the 12th you should do this. Not every day, but it has certain days for each sign that you should look out for. So if the day has already passed, maybe look and see if what happened on that day is what they say is going to happen on that day, and let me know. If it's for December though, keep an eye out and see if it's accurate for December. I would love to do one for the whole year of 2026. I don't know if they would do that at the end of this year or the beginning of next, but I think that would be pretty fun. But for today, we're going to be starting with November horoscopes, and we're going to be starting with the Aries horoscope. Aries, those who were born March 21st to April 19th. Okay. And it comes out with a big statement. Begin plotting your travel plans on the 4th. Now, the time of recording this, it's already past the 4th. So maybe just think back and see, did you do anything on the 4th? It also says keep your temper in check on the 12th. Maybe you fought someone. Did you go to jail? Apparently you did. Okay. The travel bug bites hard when your ruling planet, Mars, enters Sagittarius on the 4th. I don't know what that means. Adventure awaits. However, you'll need to plan for delays for the weeks of the 9th to the 29th, when Mercury is retrograde. I thought it was in retrograde, but this one's saying Mercury is retrograde. Snafus are possible. What's a snafu? What languages? Snafus are possible then, but a well-planned trip with plenty of time between flights will keep you cool-headed as you move toward your destination. The full moon on the 5th brings financial clarity. If you're concerned about your budget, or you will be able to see what needs to be done to create security. Economic growth is possible when Venus saunters into the joint resources section of your chart on the 6th. This transit usually brings more income, possibly through a partner. So if you didn't get married on the 6th to a very rich man or woman, then you're not an Aries. Okay. However, Mercury's step back into Scorpio on the 9th could reveal tax problems. Ooh. So your significant other doesn't pay their taxes. That's why they're so rich. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. It's wise to speak to a financial advisor if you wish to stay out of trouble. Watch your temper on the 12th. That's what they're saying. Mercury aligns with Mars, which could cause you to lose your cool. It doesn't say how, but you're going to lose your cool. The 20th's new moon is the best day to schedule your appointment. Oh, that's kind of cool. You'll be able to make smart fiscal moves and uncover tax loopholes. As the month comes to a close, the Sun and Venus cozy up in your travel zone. An invitation for romantic journeys, a honeymoon or a cruise for two. Bon voyage. You're gonna marry a rich person and go on a romantic journey on the 20th, right? I don't Taurus, is near the end of the month. So in about 2 weeks you get married and you're ready to go on a honeymoon. Hey, we're not judging. Alright, that was Aries. Now it's Taurus. Taurus. One of my favorite Pokemon. Taurus, April 20th to May 20th. Clean your closet on the 5th. That's a terrible horoscope. Do your chores. Treat yourself to a new outfit on the 30th. A reason to go shopping. You have a knack for making money. Oh damn, okay Taurus. And this month promises to drive more income your way. Once Mars sips into the joint resources section of your chart on the 4th. Let your ambition run wild. And you can fatten up your bank account. Ooh, that sounds good. I kinda want to be a Taurus. The full moon on the 5th is your best day to declutter your wardrobe. If that style no longer works, ditch it. Relationships get steamy when your ruling planet Venus moves into Scorpio on the 6th. Out with the old, in with the new steamy relationship. The urge to merge. Oh. That's a sick slogan. The urge to merge remains strong throughout the rest of the month, so make time for bonding activities with your sweetheart. Mercury retrograde on the 9th could cause a few financial hiccups. Keep a close eye on your budget. Then, the new moon on the 20th is lovely for a date night. If you're single, this would also be an excellent day to update your dating profile. Ooh. Prepare for a fiscal upgrade when the sun switches signs on the 21st. You'll have 4 weeks to trim your budget, add to your savings, and find solid investments. Once Mercury stations direct on the 29th and Venus enters Sagittarius a day later, you'll begin to see opportunities to grow your revenue further. A Venus-Neptune trine on the 30th is lovely for a fashion update. Splurge on a few new pieces. You'll be ready to shine at every holiday event. Damn, so a lot of outfits, style, not doing so good financially. But overall, not bad. Also, steamy relationships. Okay, Taurus, respect. It's not looking that bad for you. Ooh, Gemini. Wait. Okay, Aries got mad on the 12th. But Gemini, watch your words. On the 9th, it says, apply for a new position on the 20th. Okay. Your work life will consume much of your time this month. The sun's presence in the workplace section of your chart means the pressure to perform is intensified, leaving little room to slack. Check your aggression when Mars moves into your relationship zone on the 4th. While this transit adds passion, it can quickly morph into arguments. The full moon on the 5th is lovely for a day to yourself, so the 4th, aggression, fight everyone. 5th, take a day to yourself. Be sure to schedule time for solo activities then. Harmony on the job is possible when Venus changes signs on the 6th. Expect smoother sailing once that shift happens. Your ruling planet Mercury stations retrograde on the 9th, causing misunderstandings with loved ones. Ooh, okay, that's why it says watch your words. Think before you speak and turn on your listening ears if you want to keep the peace. Some tension at work arises when Mercury backslides into Scorpio on the 18th. It's still possible to maintain a friendly environment if you practice considerate communication. A promotion or new job opportunity is likely on the 20th's new moon. If you're seeking a change in employment, please send your resume now. Ooh, okay. Better job prospects. Maybe a raise. Your dream job, okay. Relationship drama starts to ease when the sun steps into idealistic Sagittarius on the 21st. But the real change happens at the end of the month when Mercury stations direct on the 29th and Venus floats into your partnership sector on the 30th. It will be easier to kiss and make up just in time for the holidays. Okay, not bad, Gemini. Just watch your words. Apply for that promotion. It's all about your job this month. Hopefully it goes well. Okay, Cancer, June 21st to July 22nd. Its sort of summary says socialize on the 5th. Begin new creative projects on the 20th. Ooh, okay. Leadership duties fall on your shoulders when Mars marches into fiery Sagittarius on the 4th. You're a cardinal sign, so you have no problem taking charge. Even so, the sun in your true love zone means you'd rather be spending time on romantic endeavors. Okay, I think Cancer's going to be kissing, who is it? Taurus. Yeah, it gets steamy. It gets steamy on the 5th, right? Yeah, okay. Where was I? Wait, it says, wait. Okay, sorry, no, I read something wrong. I thought actually it was like insinuating that Cancer was gonna be with Taurus. Okay, never mind. Okay, where was that? That is possible if you set boundaries with your job. The full moon on the 5th is delightful for social events or a date night. A change in your circle of friends could happen that day as well. Ooh, you might be getting a new friend. Oh, maybe not. For example, a pal could move away. Oh, that's even worse. You may lose a friend to another country or another state. Venus cozies up to the sun on the 6th, creating the ideal conditions for amorous adventures. Ooh. But Mercury retrograde on the 9th threatens your mood. Suddenly, drama at work interferes with your personal life. Once again, you must put your foot down. Ooh, you gotta be strong, Cancer. You gotta be strong this month. Communication misfires with your honey. Add unwanted negativity when Mercury moonwalks into Scorpio on the 18th. I like that. Talk about a vibe killer. Make time for a quiet night to sort things out when the new moon shows up on the 20th. No matter what happened, you can turn it around on this day. If you want to conceive a child or start a new creative project, this new moon is your official green light. Whoa. This site is telling you to have a child on this specific day. You're able to step into your power at the office when the sun joins Mars on the 21st. Mercury is direct on the 29th, hoping you find the right words to negotiate in love and work. Venus in Sagittarius on the 30th creates a harmonious atmosphere on the job. After weeks of aggravation, all's well that ends well. So, if your month is not going too well, Cancer, near the end of this month, it should be much better. It should end well. All's well that ends well. That's nice. I like that one. Next is the most important one. I want to drink some water to prepare. But it's the best horoscope. It is the Leo horoscope. I'm not biased. I just think it's the best one. And not being modest and being boastful is a Leo trait, apparently. I am a Leo. Shout out to all the fellow Leos out there. Leo horoscope. Let me see, because some of these days have already passed. I want to see if it's true. Okay. Leos are July 23rd to August 22nd. Host a gathering at home on the 17th. Ooh. I think I have a gathering on the 18th. Yes, I don't think I have one on the 17th. Maybe I will. And romance heats up on the 30th. Let's go. Your household remains a hive of activity due to the sun's tour through your domestic sector. Fair. Gatherings, tree trimming, and early festivities keep the home fires burning bright. Ooh, Christmas celebrations. Expect plenty of excitement from the younger members of the family when Mars enters Sagittarius on the 4th. Children love this time of year, and your nest promises to be the fun one as the weeks roll on. Technically, the youngest ones of the family are cats, and they were going crazy earlier this month, so maybe it's true. A work project comes to an end on the 5th full moon, freeing you to focus on family members. Ooh, I don't know. When was the 5th? Let me see. The 5th was Wednesday. I don't know if that's true. I don't know what that means. Maybe not. The next day, Venus slides next to the sun, casting a harmonious vibe over your loved ones. Tension with romantic partners is possible when Mercury stations retrograde on the 9th. Ooh, the 9th was Sunday. Ooh. Was there tension? I don't know. I don't think so. Pick your battles wisely. Look for ways to compromise, and you can avoid foolish squabbles. True. Mercury will move into your 4th house. I have 4 houses. On the 18th, potentially causing disruptions in your daily life. Oh no, I have my gathering on the 18th. Disruptions in my daily life. Oh, Mercury, get out of here, Mercury. Sticking to a routine will require more effort. 2 fabulous aspects of the sun on the 17th make this an ideal date to entertain. That's why they said to do on the 17th. Interesting. A dinner date with a loved ones strengthens bonds. The new moon on the 20th is perfect for a sit-down dinner with your friends and family. Oh, that's nice. An early Friendsgiving celebration could start the holidays off on a merry note. I think my sister's friends are doing something on this Saturday. No, I'm crazy. That's Thursday. No, it's that weekend, but it's not that day. Some of the quarrelsome energy with your romantic partner eases when the sun changes signs on the 21st. Mercury is direct on the 29th, clearing the air. Misunderstandings can be resolved now. Romantic fires are ready to be lit when Venus flutters into passionate Sagittarius on the 30th. Suddenly, all those tense moments are a thing of the past, proving that love conquers all. That's very nice. So it's similar to the previous one. Shout out to the Cancers here. All's well that ends well is pretty much the saying here. And romance heats up near the end of the month. Okay, that's kind of cool. And host a party on the 17th. Maybe I gotta do a party. Ooh. Maybe I should do a party. Okay. Virgo's horoscope. August 23rd to September 22nd. Travel before the 9th to avoid aggravation. It seems like Mercury retrograde is like, it just bothers everybody. There's no like one sign that's like, yeah, it's in retrograde. It's just like everyone's like, no, stop being in retrograde. Your home life sparkles on the 30th. A flurry of neighborhood activity keeps you on the go this month. At the same time, your home life becomes a madhouse when Mars enters Sagittarius on the 4th. You'll have plenty to manage, so be ready to multitask. If you need to travel, the full moon on the 5th is clear for takeoff, but expect delays once your ruling planet Mercury stations retrograde on the 9th. Traffic jams, late flights, and lost luggage could throw your plans into a funk. Ooh, don't travel. Don't travel on the 9th. Even so, Venus in your mind zone on the 6th helps you maintain a positive mood. Exciting news arrives on the 20th new moon. This could be an announcement you've been waiting for, so be ready to take action. Ooh, good news on the 20th. That's good. Holiday decorating takes up more of your time when the sun enters your domestic zone on the 21st. Travel problems begin to resolve when Mercury is direct on the 29th, just in time for the festivities. A merry, loving family scene is yours when Venus shimmies into Sagittarius on the 30th. As November winds down, you're organized and ready to ease into December with everything tied into a neat bow. That's very nice. This was a good one. A lot of festivities, preparing for the holidays. Don't travel on the 9th, but they'll ease up on the 29th. And it also mentioned a big announcement is going to be taking part on the 20th or around the 20th. So hopefully something good happens to you guys. To all my Virgos out there. Okay. Next one. Libra. September 23rd to October 22nd. Revise your budget on the 5th. Plan a romantic getaway on the 30th. Ooh. I swear a lot of these signs are heating up near the end of the month. Okay. Your ruling planet Venus sits pretty in your sign as the month begins, casting a favorable glow over you. This amplifies your charm, which can give you the edge in every situation. Financial improvements are possible thanks to the sun touring the money zone of your chart at the start of the month. Ooh, the money zone, okay? The harder you hustle, the more you can make. Hey, Libras, this month is all about you making that money. Mars in Sagittarius on the 4th gives you the grit to stay on your grind. You'll have the mental fortitude to move past obstacles. Set your sights on the top, and keep going. Update your budget on the 5th's full moon. It's the best day to plug leaks and find opportunities to save. Venus strengthens your cash attraction skills when she prances into your second house on the 6th. The trouble is you'll be tempted to spend it as quickly as it comes in, especially when Mercury stations retrograde on the 9th. How dare you? So if you spend a lot of money, Libras, it's because of Mercury. You can blame Mercury. A bit of restraint will keep your dough safe. A new money-making opportunity shows up on the 20th when the new moon lights up the sky. So it seems like the 9th is a bad day, and then the 20th is a good day. So hopefully, I don't know when this video is going up. It should be up by the 20th. Let me see. It should be up by the 20th. So hopefully when you're seeing this, you have good news and something good is happening. While this holds promise, make sure you read the fine print before signing on. Travel calls when the sun cruises into Sagittarius on the 21st. Where do you want to go? Pick a destination and make plans. Hold off on going until Mercury stations direct on the 29th. Once that happens, you're free to hit the dusty trails. Make it a tour for two when Venus darts into your short trip sector and makes a fortunate angle to Neptune on the 30th. A romantic getaway at a bed and breakfast could be just the thing to add spark as the days grow shorter. Okay, all about making money this month. New money-making opportunities on the 20th. Balance that budget on the 5th. The more you work, the more you're going to make. Ignore Mercury, and by the end of the month, you can travel. It's not bad. Pretty good horoscope. Okay, we got Scorpio horoscope. October 23rd to November 21st. Get beauty treatments on the 6th. Hey, as a guy, we can get beauty treatments as well. Massages, spa days, why not? Pedicure, manicure, why not? Get beauty treatments on the 6th. Buy new clothes on the 20th, okay? Another one that has to get a new fashion sense. The sun is in your sign, making this your official season. You'll have no trouble turning heads now, so strut your stuff. Your ruling planet Mars bounces into the money section of your chart on the 4th, creating the ideal conditions to make your dough rise. Ooh, Libra and Scorpio is going to be rich this month. The full moon on the 5th brings closer to a relationship, but brings you closer. Let go, and you'll have space for new people to enter the picture. Ooh, new people are coming on the 5th. Your star quality rises when Venus enters Scorpio on the 6th. Glow up, yes, indeed. It's guaranteed. Treat yourself to new threads and a fresh trim. Ooh. Oh, I was gonna say, should I cut my hair on the 6th? And I realized two things. I'm not Scorpio, and it's already passed. Get gussied up, and you'll feel like $1,000,000 just in time for the holidays. Mercury stations retrograde on the 9th, putting a crimp in your earning potential. Unexpected expenses could drain your accounts, so keep a close watch on your finances. You may experience foot and mouth syndrome when Mercury moves back into your sign on the 18th. This won't dull your shine, but you may irk a few people. Even so, the new moon on the 20th casts a favorable light on you. You'll come out smelling like a rose, no matter how big the gaffe. It's also an ideal day to try out a new look, especially if you feel like you've been in a style rut. You can recoup your moolah when the sun when the sun ambles into Sagittarius on the 21st. The next 4 weeks could be excellent for all your financial matters if you play your cards right. That gets easier to do when Mercury stations direct on the 29th. You'll be able to see what benefits you better after this day. Lastly, Venus will be in Sagittarius on the 30th, a fab transit for attracting new revenue streams. As the holidays begin to arrive, you'll have enough money on hand to spoil your loved ones and yourself. Okay, Scorpio, getting rich. Libra, getting rich. Also, Scorpio, getting a good fashion sense. Not bad. Probably due to all the money that you're making. Okay. I didn't realize how many horoscopes there were, so we're going to do November. If you guys want me to do December, I will try and do it at the beginning of the month next time. So we can sort of plan ahead if you want to. But I think it's kind of cool to post this November one. You see what's worked, or what happened, to see if it matches, and you can see what's ahead of you and see if that also matches. Okay. Sagittarius horoscope, November 22nd to December 21st. You're fired up on the 4th. Oh. And watch your mouth on the 9th. Mercury retrograde is here to tell you the 9th, do not do anything. Do not say anything that could get you in trouble. Your energy accelerates when Mars moves into your sign on the 4th. Although you might like to rest, this transit makes it hard to sit still. Giddy up! A work situation reaches a conclusion on the 5th full moon. This frees you up for new adventures. Clandestine, romantic activities are possible when Venus moves into secretive Scorpio on the 6th. Ooh, did you meet someone in a romantic matter on the 6th? However, it may be hard to keep mum when Mercury stations retrograde on the 9th. Suddenly, you seem unable to zip your lip. You're going to be talking way too much on the 9th. That's the problem. Close. You also want to keep a close eye on your finances when your ruling planet Jupiter stations retrograde on the 11th. You can easily deplete your resources if you're careless. So it looks like Sagittarius, unlike Libra and Scorpio, are going to be poor. You're going to be spending too much money this month. Keep in mind, Jupiter will remain retrograde until spring. Frugality isn't your nature, but in this case, it's wise. A profound emotional shift occurs with a new moon on the 20th. It's also an excellent day to focus on self-care. Make time for you. This will have you refreshed for the sun's entry into your sign on the 21st. The following 4 weeks will have you at your fiery best. Mercury is direct on the 29th, meaning you're free to say what you want without fear of drama. The month ends with Venus moving into Sagittarius on the 30th, amplifying your charm factor. As December approaches, you're looking fab and ready for fun, Sagittarius. December is your month to absolutely crush it. This month, you gotta be a little frugal. You gotta watch your tone, watch your mouth. But next month, you can say whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. Okay, next month is your month, okay? Next month is your month. Prepare for your month. Next month is your month, okay? Okay. Capricorn, December 22nd to January 19th. Enjoy a date night on the 5th. And make plans for the future on the 27th. Ooh. The holiday season arrives early for you with invitations galore. Ooh, you're popular, Capricorn. An active social sector at the start of November means parties and events. However, this doesn't mean you're skimping on your career. Top secret projects occupy your work life when Mars slides into your 12th house on the 4th. Long days and nights are possible. The best night for a romantic evening with your partner is the full moon on the 5th. Grab a reservation at your fave restaurant and let the sparks fly. If you're single, Venus in Scorpio on the 6th is your nudge to get yourself out there. Ooh, I hope you went to go party on the 6th. A few admirers might catch your eye, adding intrigue to your month. Ooh, okay. Hold off on making decisions. Mercury will be retrograde from the 9th through the 29th. Okay, so Mercury retrograde is almost a month long. It's 20 days long, apparently. But it starts on the 9th. I'm guessing that's the strongest, because I've seen them basically say, like, Mercury retrograde on the 9th, this happens. And then on the 29th, it gets better. So maybe it's strongest on the 9th, I'm not sure. It's best to take your time getting to know someone first. This period may also lead to misunderstandings with friends, creating unnecessary complications. The new moon on the 20th is ideal for an early holiday celebration with your friends. The next day, the sun settles into the introspection section of your chart, which might have you turning in early rather than dancing the night away. On Thanksgiving, your ruling planet Saturn stations direct. After months of caution, you can plan for the future or travel and state your needs confidently. Venus in Sagittarius on the 30th means you don't have to be totally alone unless you want to be, which is fair. Okay, not bad. A work project early in the month. You know, maybe some sparks flying a little bit after that. A Friendsgiving or Friends holiday near the end of the month. Overall, not a bad month. Not the best compared to some of the other ones. Some of them are saying they're going to be rich, so I mean, like. Alright, we have two more. Do you guys know which ones we're missing? I really like the gulping sound. If you don't, I apologize. Okay. Second last one, Aquarius. January 20th to February 18th. Get your home holiday ready on the 5th. Ooh, damn, Aquarius, you're already starting too early. It's November, relax. And apply for a new job on the 20th. Hold up, this is the same. Did we just read this? There's one that said the same thing. Oh, Gemini was watch your words on the 9th. Apply for a new position on the 20th. Sagittarius. No, sorry. Aquarius says, get your home holiday ready on the 5th. Apply for a new job on the 20th. So it looks like you two are competing for jobs. Let's see who gets it. This could be a marvelous month for your career. Ooh, okay, Aquarius. The sun illuminates your star power, making it easier to achieve recognition for your accomplishments. Mars in your social sector on the 4th brings allies to your side, giving you the support you need in every situation. Suddenly, your rise to the top is doable. Tie up loose household ends on the 5th full moon. If you get your holiday decorating done now, you'll have more time to focus on your loftiest goals. Your reputation gets love when Venus waltzes into Scorpio on the 6th. While you might feel invincible, Mercury retrograde on the 9th could throw sand in your gears. Your words could fall flat, leaving others disappointed. It's best not to promise more than you can deliver. Authenticity will go a long way. A new job opportunity is possible around the new moon on the 20th. If you want to level up, send in your resume on this day. Ooh, I want to know. Maybe try applying before the 20th, then apply on the 20th, and then after the 20th. It doesn't have to be the same job, different jobs. And let's see which one you get. Holiday events begin to grab your attention when the sun skips into Sagittarius on the 21st. Is it time to take an extended holiday? Perhaps. Once Mercury stations direct on the 29th, you'll be able to negotiate work matters gracefully or negotiate a new job. Schedule time for celebrations with your sweetheart after the 30th, when Venus swoops into Sagittarius. Romantic adventures and late-night conversations keep the fires burning bright well into next month. Ooh, okay. So some love in there, but also a good month for your work, for your career. So wherever it is that you're looking for, a new job, a promotion, starting a new side hustle, maybe it's time to do that, or to put your foot in the door, or to try and ask the universe or ask your boss for a raise. And last but not least, we don't forget you. It's Pisces, February 19th to the March 20th. Okay. Travel on the 3rd, 5th, or 20th. And your reputation gets a boost on the 30th. Many people travel this time of year for vacation or family holidays. True. You may be one of those folks, thanks to the sun's tour of your 9th house as November commences. Where do you want to go? Book your ticket and grab your passport. A Mars-Neptune trine on the 3rd is fabulous for overseas adventures. The full moon on the 5th and the new moon on the 20th are also spectacular days for travel. But Mercury retrograde from the 9th through the 29th, Mercury, could throw monkey wrenches into your plans. You'll need to have alternate routes just in case. Your ruling planet, Jupiter, stations retrograde on the 11th, urging caution with investments. Ooh, did your stocks go down on the 11th? It's best to play it safe if you want to remain secure. Your career sparkles when the sun propels into the reputation section of your chart on the 21st. However, the big glow-up occurs when Venus joins the sun on the 30th and makes happy angles to Neptune. Be ready to accept your flowers then. Ooh, I like that. Okay. So, travel plans, but not during retrograde, unless it's the 20th. Your career and your reputation should get better as the month goes on. Not bad, not too crazy by the Pisces, but it's not too bad. In other words, overall it's okay. And then it has a bunch of lists like Venus enters Scorpio, new moon in Scorpio, Mercury stations direct, and all these things. Alright, I didn't know it'll be that long, so we're just going to cut it at November. If you want me to do December, I can. Let me just peek December quickly. Oh my god, Aries, oh my god, that's crazy. Gemini, oh I can't believe it says that. Leo, I can't believe it. What does it say for Leo? Okay, I think, okay. Ooh, oh no. What does it say? Tune in next time to find out. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope you're all asleep or very, very relaxed. And I hope to see you in my next video. Have a great rest and a great sleep. Remember, you are loved, you are enough. And make sure to relax, and go to sleep.